I wish that I could tell you that hate speech was going to be going out. It will need a few more examples of the type of work that we're doing before people decide this is not working out. It used to be a good business model, but now we're getting hit every which way. We're losing money. It's about money. So I don't think that it's going to go out tomorrow, but it is going to go out because we're going to continue. Organizations such as Media Matters and other allies that we have around the country see the same thing and know very well that that's what we have to do. In California alone, in 1 year, hate crimes against Latinos went up by 47%. Here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, hate crimes against Latinos went up by 40%. And these are the same kinds of numbers that we're getting from all over the country. We're losing people. So we've been experiencing too much of that. We've been pushing the FCC. Unless you open this dialogue, national dialogue, we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to know if there is a relationship, and if so, what is the relationship and how can we take steps to prevent it. They weren't movies, so we commissioned 3 studies out of the UCLA Chicano Resource Center to study this relationship. And then earlier this year, we decided, let's go a step further. Let us find out what the non-Latino thinks of the Latino community. And to do that, we wanted to study media so that we could see if they were in fact moved by what they saw in media. The more conservative the talk radio, the more conservative the television news that they consumed, the more apt they were to be prejudicial, discriminatory, and so forth. So to give you a for instance, 17% of the US population, and we're talking about non-Latinos, think that over 50% of the Latino population is here without documentation. They also feel that we're not patriotic. They also feel that we're lazy. They also feel that we're dishonest. They also feel that we're taking jobs away from Americans. Now, it belies what the real facts are. When you see what they said, what they believed in, and what the real facts are, there's a big disparity.
Lou Dobbs has done more to slander Latin people in this country than any other single human being.
Some Mexican citizens and some Mexican Americans have formed a group to see states like New Mexico and California be turned over to Mexico.
Criminal illegal aliens are sent across the border, deported, and are returning and then murdering police officers.
Tuberculosis, leprosy, malaria?
Leprosy in this country.
Incredible.
Then there are the anchor babies.
Anchor babies.
Anchor babies. That's children who are born in the U.S. to illegal immigrants.
Tonight, swine flu spreads from Mexico to the United States. Is this the latest border crisis?
What better way to sneak a virus in this country than to give it to Mexicans?
Does that mean I'm going to have to call this the Mexican flu?
We're going to have the crime, we're going to have the social decay of Mexico brought into this country and legalized.
Not everybody's coming here to cut your lawn. Some people are coming here to cut your throat.
There is no room for this kind of demeaning, ugly kind of rhetoric that is harming people. I mean, the facts are very, very clear. There's an uptake of crimes against Latinos because of that kind of rhetoric. And at what point do we say that's enough? At what point do we as a community rise up and say that's enough? Now, we all believe in the First Amendment, no question about that. We believe in the First Amendment as much as everybody else. But you cannot cry fire in a crowded theater. I mean, that is it right there. They're doing a disservice to the entire nation and to the entire community by doing this kind of programming day in, day out. Why do they do it? I don't know that they even believe half the stuff that they come up with, okay? But it's good business. There is a very conservative movement in this country consisting of far-right Republicans, consisting of Tea Partiers, who actually believe all of this thing. And so if you have that audience, places like Fox, like Clear Channel's talk radios across the nation, they're having a field day. They've got a great audience that they can program to that this will make sense to. So they do it. And since we started this fight, we've gotten over 100 calls from different people threatening us in one fashion or another. But we had to stand up. I mean, it isn't like, we have a choice here. We're losing people. People are dying because No one else is standing up. We need to stand up.